Hey everyone, it's Shelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video for me to film because I wanted to talk about a brand new pair of shoes that I just got and tried on for the very first time. Before we get into this video, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I did have a pretty difficult workout a couple days ago, and I am still kind of recovering. My arms are pretty sore. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up before I get started in case that comes across a little bit in the video. The pair of shoes I'll be sharing with you today is from Sarah Flint. I also have another Sarah Flint video posted on my channel. You can check that out right here. In that video, I'm unboxing their block-heeled sandals, so go and check that out if you're interested. I am also a Sarah Flint brand ambassador, and if you're interested in picking up a pair of shoes, I will leave a link down in the description box for you to use to get $50 off your first pair of Sarah Flint shoes. So my latest pair of shoes from Sarah Flint is their Perfect Pump, and I got it in the 85mm heel, which is about a 3.5-inch heel. The color that I chose was their Taupe Suede, and I got it in a size 35.5, which is my normal size that I would typically wear shoes in when it comes to like flats, any kind of pumps or heels. The only time that I would go half a size down is if they are an open-toed sandal, which if you watch my other video, I mentioned that because that is actually an open-toe sandal. I did also want to thank Sarah Flint for sending me the pair of the Perfect Pump. I'm super excited to have them, and these are actually a pair of pumps that I was looking at right from the get-go. The first time I was introduced to the brand and was checking their website out, this was definitely a pair of shoes that I was totally interested in. All right, so this is what the shoes look like. To be honest with you guys, I did want to do an unboxing video, but I thought it was more important for me to actually try these shoes on and walk around so that I could share that information with you guys. I really did want to share with you guys what I thought about actually wearing the shoes rather than just unboxing them on camera for you. So that's basically what I did. So first, I just want to talk a little bit about the shoes. So as you can see, they're in this really nice taupe color in a suede. I'm sure you can tell that right away on camera. The heel, like I mentioned, is 85mm, which is approximately 3.5 inches. I was very interested in this pair of shoes because I have always liked a pointed toe pump. I know in some other videos I have mentioned that I don't wear heels too often because I just don't find them super comfortable, and when I'm in the office I tend to like walk really fast, and I think I've honestly just struggled with finding comfortable pumps. So when I first heard about Sarah Flint and I learned a little bit more about the Perfect Pump, I was really interested to try them out because of all of the different features that are thought about with creating this shoe. I would definitely say that quite a while ago, I'd say like 10-ish years ago, I did wear pumps or heels more often to work than I do today. But just a quick spoiler, I do feel like I may be able to pull these off in the office, so I'm really excited about that. These pumps come in several different colors, and they do actually release different like seasonal colors throughout the year in case any of you are wondering, and the heel heights do also vary. So I would say that this heel height is kind of in the middle range. They do also have a 100mm heel, which is closer to like 4 inches, and I believe it's a 65mm heel as well. But I'll leave that information up on the screen in case you're interested in checking these out. So out of the several different colors that Sarah Flint offers in this shoe, the reason why I chose to go with taupe is because I did want a more neutral colored shoe. I tend to have a difficult time finding a nude, and I definitely wanted to go with something that I felt like really safe about when it comes to picking colors. A lot of my shoes are black already, so that's why I kind of stayed away from that. But I feel like Sarah Flint does offer a lot of very classic colors when it comes to a shoe like this, but also some fun ones in case you're interested in trying any of those out. And I did wear these exact pair of shoes to a recent photo shoot, and they were actually really comfortable. I walked several blocks in these shoes without any issues, which is honestly very surprising for me. I barely ever get a chance to do that in any sort of heel without feeling any kind of discomfort, especially when it comes to a heel height like this. So that's where I really get hung up on wearing heels. I'm someone who kind of wants to meet in the middle when it comes to style and comfort, and if like my comfort's going to be compromised, I typically will then move on to a flat because I know that's going to be more comfortable for me. But I didn't find any issues with these shoes. So I would say that I walked several blocks in these shoes without an issue. My feet weren't hurting, my legs weren't tired, and usually I feel like at that point I'm kind of like struggling along and like forcing myself to get to where I need to get to, but I felt like I could have worn these shoes for much longer than that. So I did want to mention a few reasons why I think I was able to last so long. So first, I'm not sure if you can see the inside of the shoe with the lighting, but there is a lot of additional cushioning within the shoe that I don't really see in any other shoes. So there is an extra padding right here in the heel, as well as down by where like the arch of your foot would be. There's a lot of padding right there. So I really think that's definitely a feature that sets this apart from a lot of other shoes out there. Toe box up here is also made with a little bit more space than a lot of other pointed toe pumps are made with, and I felt like my toes weren't getting squished or anything like that, and so that was just totally amazing. And also on the bottom, like I mentioned, I did already wear these. There is a rubber sole right in the front here. I know that there are a lot of other people out there who add this on, like take this to a shoe cobbler where they actually add on something like this to the bottom so it doesn't, you know, ruin the bottom of their shoe, or it also helps to add a little bit of grip. These shoes already come with this feature right here that people spend additional money to actually get. I did also want to show you guys this little detail back here on the heel. I think this stitching is really cool. Obviously it doesn't do anything for the comfort, but I do think that's a nice added detail right there. I also really like this angular cut here right where the toes are. I think that's a great additional like small detail, but I think that they make the shoe look really nice when they're worn. And yeah, these shoes are just amazingly comfortable. I was so surprised when I put them on and I walked that far wearing them. That really isn't something that ever happens to me, and that's why I was so excited to make this video so I could share these shoes with you guys. I felt like these shoes were really easy to walk in for someone who doesn't wear heels very often, especially when it's a 3.5-inch heel. For me, that's kind of going into the territory of wearing shoes to dinner because I'm gonna be sitting down for most of the time. But in this case, it was on a photo shoot and I was walking around a lot. There was a lot of like walking back and forth and also walking around the neighborhood area that we were in so that I could have different backgrounds. So there was quite a bit of walking that day, pretty much happening back to back, like straight through, standing up and everything. I didn't get a break to sit down. I would say that I had these shoes on for a good 25 to 30 minutes, mostly walking and sometimes stopping to take pictures in front of different backgrounds. At the end of that, I felt totally fine, like I could probably even walk a little bit more. And I think the features that played into that the most is probably the additional padding on the inside as well as the more spacious toe box. Another thing that I would say I'm pretty concerned with is like the stability or like how the shoe is constructed. So I would say that these are not wobbly at all. That's definitely something that I try to avoid at all costs because I don't need an additional something trying to make me fall over. So these shoes are very sturdy. I felt like they were like well balanced and I didn't have any problems walking in them at all, which honestly is very surprising to me. If you're looking for a new pair of neutral pumps or a pump that comes in a classic color, I would definitely suggest checking these out. I'll be really honest with you guys, I was a little bit hesitant at first to get these and wear these around for a while, but I'm really happy with my decision because these are actually comfortable. I honestly would get a second pair at some point in the future, but there are other Sarah Flint styles that I'm interested in trying out. I actually do have a pair of their Natalie flats coming to me. They're like on their way, so let me know down in the comments below if you'd be interested in seeing another video on those, or maybe I could do a comparison video talking about all three of the different styles that I'll have at that point. I can't wait to wear these shoes even more, and I'm so happy that this taupe color will go with a lot of different things. I actually don't have a pair of shoes that are in a color like this, so they are a little bit different from anything else that I own, and I do think that they'll go with a lot of different things. I could definitely see myself wearing something like this to work, or maybe I have like a work meeting or something like that, or even like regular use. I can also see myself wearing these shoes to parties or something like that in the future. Maybe there's like a work party or a wedding that I'm invited to, or even like lunch with friends, like a nice lunch, maybe it's a special occasion. I think that these shoes are going to be super versatile and I'm very happy to have them in my shoe collection now. All right, you guys, well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Well, it's a super hot summer afternoon, so I'm gonna go, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.